Hey there YouTube, welcome to my channel again. It's been a long time since I upgraded anything. No, not upgraded, but it's been a long time since I updated anything on my channel. And for those of you wondering, no, the bike still isn't finished. I only got as far as stripping the paint off the front fork. And as it stands right now, probably during springtime sometime I will take that up again. But this is a very different video. Since the channel name is Restless Swede Doing Stuff, I had some time on my hand and I have this. This, for all you young people, this is a CD player. This was a fairly decent one during the 90s. It's a Denon DCD, I don't even remember, DCD 15. The old man needs his glasses. DCD 1550. It's a fairly late model CD, so it's got all the bells and whistles that all the newer CD players had. But as you might have recognized or found out during the days, is that these, not just Denons, but Denons were very prone to this problem, is that after a while it stops reading your CDs. It doesn't recognize them, can't find them. You just put the tray in and it goes tick, 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 and nothing happens. It was a very common problem, especially with Denons. My brother had another Denon, also a very decent mid-range sort of CD player. It went out the same way. So after doing a little research, there are two things you can actually do to fix this. And I thought I'd show you how. Of course, as always, this is doing with electronics, and if you do open one of these, I will not be held responsible for if you mess this up or if you get electrocuted or anything, because there's a warning label on the back side and it says do not open, and in French, risque de choc électrique, you know. So don't open this on my recommendation. I'm just saying what I did, and if you want to follow my advice, do so, but do not hold me accountable for any mistakes you make. Okay? So the first thing you need to do is to get this open. It's very easy. There's screws on top and on the side, and on this particular model there were actually two screws on the back side as well. Now I've taken these out, so you can just, he said, take the cover off. Turn it around again. And just, well, it helps if you take all the screws out. I forgot the ones on the back side. No biggie. That's those two out. We can simply take the cover off. Put that to the side. Now I will move the camera a bit so you can see what it looks like inside. So this is what it looks like inside. Here you have the CD transport system. Underneath here there's the the sled that goes in and out. This is just a stabilizer for the CD. And underneath here is the laser with the lens. On this particular model, I had to take this plastic cover off to actually see the lens, but that's no problem. On most CD players this will be exposed, the lens. I will not take this off again, because what I did was that first, always try to clean the lens. There might be dust on the lens or some sort of smudge that has ended up on the lens. So just use a Q-tip, very carefully clean the lens. That could solve the problem. Second thing you can do, this is where it gets a little bit more technical. On this one, I have to turn the power on and open the sled so I can get more access. I will do this. Now, when operating CD players and DVD players and stuff like that, lasers are dangerous stuff. You don't want them in your eyes. As long as you're careful and you open and close carefully and don't try to start it with the lens exposed, you'll be fine. If there's a CD in the tray, it will block the laser from your eyes, so don't worry about it. So I will just turn this on. I will open the sled like that, and then I will turn it off so I can get more access. I'll actually unplug it as well. Now what you're looking for is just in here. Here's the laser, and as lasers go, they diminish over time. The power, the output power of them diminishes over time. And the reason for most CD players won't finding the CD is that the light emitted from the laser is getting too weak. And on most CD players, well, the ones that I have opened, there is something like this on the back side of the lens. There's a little control board for the laser, and then there's something like this. If it's a DVD and DVD and CD player, there might be two. One for the Blu-ray and one for the CD. Now, you don't want to touch any of this. This is, I don't even know what all of these guys do. And these are capacitors and stuff which can contain quite high voltage stuff, so don't touch them. If you're not sure, don't touch them. But this is actually a small pot, or a potentiometer as it's called, and you can turn it. What that does, it controls the power of the laser, how much power goes into the laser. And when you turn this, you need to be careful. Don't turn it too much, because you can potentially burn out the control board and the laser diode. Now I tried this. I went a little bit on counterclockwise and clockwise, and I found out that on this particular model, and probably all models, you will need to turn it clockwise to ramp it up. And I did this on this one, but it was still struggling a little bit. But it went from not reading the disc at all to finding it, being able to play it, and it was struggling a little bit. So what I thought is, why not film this and show you guys? So I've got this very small screwdriver here. Sometimes these potentiometers are even smaller. I need to go to the other side, and I need to sit down because, as I said, I need to focus with my glasses on. So I will turn this just a fraction clockwise. And as it would seem, I am at max. So this won't go any further. I can turn it counterclockwise, but I will turn down the laser and I'm turning it up, and as it turns out, this is at its max. So as I said, this CD player still works. It's struggling a little bit. I'll just turn it on and I'll show you. I will just plug this in the side here, and I have a CD here. This is Leftfield, old school techno house stuff, really awesome. I will turn it on and close. Let's see if it can find the CD. And there you go. It found the CD, no problem at all. If I were to turn down the laser, I think it would start doing that clicky thing again where it doesn't find the CD, because that's what it did before. So if you have an old CD player that you like, I have this one, and you have a lot of CDs that you really want to play, you don't want to be bothered with transferring them to digital media or something like that, or if you have a crappy internet connection, you don't have YouTube or Spotify or Tidal or Deezer or whatever, there you go. Easy fix. Now I will connect it back up to my system and enjoy music.